Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a love reading. This reading is the winner of last week's poll. If you have a suggestion for next week's poll, please don't forget to leave it in the comments below. The topic we're doing this week is their secret confessions. So we're going to look into the person on your mind's confessions, what they would like to say to you. We have 3 piles as usual this week. We have pile number 1 with the Aquamarine bracelet. We have pile number 2 with the Citrine bracelet, and then we have pile number 3 with the clear quartz bracelet. So pick your pile, go to the timestamps below, and I will see you in your reading. Okay, pile number 1, if you chose this amethyst bracelet, you're in the right place. Today we are looking at your person's secret confessions for you. Now, to begin with, what I heard when I pulled the 4 of Swords is you look so pretty when you're sleeping. I hope that's not creepy. This person thinks that when you are sleepy and tired and all drowsy, and they think that you look really cute when you're in that state. Yeah, so this person thinks that when you are relaxed, resting in a contemplative state, that you look really cute. That would be their first confession for you. Their next confession would be that they feel like they aren't enough. They feel like they aren't bringing to the table what you deserve, and they feel like you may be dissatisfied with the way that they are showing up, and they want to be grounded. They want to show you that they can be mature and offer you what you deserve, but they feel like you are growing tired of, I just heard, their shenanigans. So I'm not sure what this person has been bringing to your life recently, but it feels like they haven't been matching up to what you deserve, and they are aware of that. They feel like you are, getting bored with them, and so they're consciously trying to put in more effort when it comes to your relationship, and also when it comes to specifically their maturity and their stability. I'm getting the feeling of someone who has a bit of a perpetually young attitude or mentality, and they feel like, yes, you're getting sick of that and that you want more, and so they don't want to lose you, and they want to step up and be what you deserve. This person would tell you that they're afraid of growing old. They're afraid of getting boring, is what I just heard. They're afraid of losing their youthful spark. But they want to learn how to mature. They want to learn how to still hold a youthful spirit, still be playful, still have freedom in a sense, but also have a strong connection. That's something that they struggle with, and that's something that they are consciously trying to put effort into. They would say that they are afraid that they are going to lose you if they keep continuing on the way that they have been. And that is not something that they want. They would say that they are aware that you will be fine without them if you do choose to move on and leave this person in your past. They are aware that you are strong enough to move forwards and attract what you deserve, and that knowledge is kicking them into a state of action when it comes to, as I said, specifically their maturity and their stability. I'm getting the feeling of someone who, might be doing things like, going out clubbing, or maybe he doesn't have a job, or like, this is a feeling of someone who has had a wake-up call when it comes to where they are in their life and what they need to be putting effort into if they want to keep you in their life moving forwards. They know that you're growing tired of the immaturity, and they know that you deserve someone who is stable, secure, and mature, and they want to be that for you. And this is a big realization for them because they've never felt this way before. They've always thought that they would be I just heard bachelor forever. So they didn't think that they would meet someone who made them want to grow up, made them want to be stable, made them want to leave their, I just heard shenanigans again, in the past. But they see that you are worthy of that, and they want to be that for you. They want to provide for you as well. They want to provide safety, security for you, not only tangible safety and security in terms of like material things and whatnot. They also want to be emotionally more mature and able to face themselves and their emotions, so they can then hold space for yours too. I think this person has had a forever young mindset because they have been running from their own depths, and they want to face that now, and they want to grow up, and they want to mature and be better for you, is what I'm getting, and also for themselves. This person is at a crossroads and a stage in their life where they feel like it's time to end one cycle and start a new one, and they really want that to be besides you, because they see you as someone worthy of putting that effort into. This person would say that they've never felt this way about anyone else before, and that it scares them, but it's a good scary. They feel like they are leveling up with you, and they feel like that you encourage them to be a better person, which is something that surprises them, because I'm seeing when pigs fly, so I'm getting like this is something that they thought that they would never feel in their life. As I said, there's a feeling of someone feeling like they would be single forever or would never want to settle down with someone, but they feel like you tick all of their boxes and they don't want to lose you through their immaturity. With this imagery here, I'm getting, yeah, this person thought that they would grow old and their only companion would be like their dog. See, there's a wolf there as well with this one. I'm getting like this person thought, yeah, they would be forever alone in a sense, and happy with that, and that's what they wanted for their life before they met you. But now that they know that there's someone like you out there, and that they can have a relationship like what they have with you, that's what they want to put their effort into. I'm getting you make them feel comfortable, you make them feel safe, you make them feel heard, you make them feel at home. I'm getting you're very emotionally mature and very emotionally intelligent, and they lack those skills, and so they want to learn how to match you on that level before you move on from them, because they know that if they continue the way that they are, you're going to leave their life, and they would regret that. Yeah, so I hope that you got some messages from this. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't already, feel free to leave a comment in the comments below for next week's reading if you have a suggestion for that, and I'll put it on the poll if it aligns. I hope you have a great week, and hopefully I see you back here on Friday for another reading. Bye. pile number 2, if you chose this citrine bracelet, you're in the right place. Welcome to your reading. Today we are looking at your person's secret confessions for you. Now, I have the feeling here that this person can come across quite aloof at times, or in their own head. They have a very rich and vibrant inner world that they don't feel safe showing everybody. This person may be quite introverted by nature, and what I'm seeing here, right, with this heart-to-heart conversation, see how this woman is like seeking his attention. He's just like staring off and thinking about something else. I'm getting this person often daydreams, and this person is often in their own world, and I feel like you can sometimes ask them questions like, what are you thinking about, or what's going through your head right now? And they may respond with nothing, or they may respond with something very basic, but I'm getting they don't know how to express what goes on in their head to you. This person is a very deep thinker, and they also have a very rich imagination, is what I'm getting. And they have never really felt safe to show people that side of them. Especially if this is a masculine, I'm getting this person is quite dreamy and watery and has quite a strong, their feminine energy is quite prevalent and quite strong. So they have deep emotions. They are, very imaginative and creative, and they don't know how to express what goes on in their head. So sometimes they can think themselves into a loop and think themselves into, they may experience anxiety or mental health problems, or just be in their head a lot of the time. And this may be read by you as them being cold or uninterested or aloof, but they would tell you that it's not that, it's just that they are very introverted and need to take the time to recharge and be with their own energy. They find that very important for their mental health. They would say, I'm not always up to talking about what I'm thinking about, or I'm not always up to talking about what's going through my mind, because it takes me a while to unravel that myself. At the bottom of the deck as well, we have worth waiting for. So I do get the feeling like you guys are quite opposite in that sense. You might be quite lively, you might be quite extroverted, and you might be someone who likes to speak through your emotions and bounce off someone else. Bounce your ideas off someone else. This person prefers to hold it all in. They would say, I'm getting this is actually their spirit guides would tell you that they're worth the wait. That they take a while to unravel. They take a while to show you their inner world, but once you get let in, it is, I'm getting, it feels like the sun. It feels, it's very vibrant. It's very rich. It's very warm and exciting and vibrant and fun to be in their inner world, but they protect it, and they also don't feel overly safe just letting anyone in. I'm getting once you're in with this person doesn't do things in a light way. So if they love you and they accept you and they let you in their inner world, that is a very, very, very big thing for them, and it's a very rare thing for them to do. So they may have trauma when it comes to letting people in and then people letting them down, and them feeling like it's safer for me to just be by myself. It's safer for me to just enclose my own energy to myself, if that makes sense. Yeah, this person wants more than anything to be seen on a soul level and wants people to see the true them, but they find it really, really hard to feel safe and secure to open that up. So they would say, please give me time to open up on my own terms. Please be patient with me. Please try and be understanding that I'm not trying to be cold. I'm not trying to be detached. I'm not trying to be aloof. And I understand how I could come across that way at times, but I find it very hard to, detach once you're in my inner circle. This person I'm getting is very loyal to the people that they love. I'm getting is very passionate as well. But on the surface, like on their surface, you would not see that. You would not be able to tell that based off the way that they present to the world. I'm getting someone in like a suit. I'm getting someone who's, like wearing even like an armor. I'm getting like the way that they present to the world is their form of protection, because they have been hurt in the past when they've let people in and allowed them to see their inner world. And I'm getting like maybe even someone has laughed at their dreams, or someone has made fun of the way that they think, or what they think about, what they're into, that kind of thing. They have trauma when it comes to allowing people to see the true them. So the way that they present, as I said, is very different to who they are on the inside as a protection. And it takes them a while to open up. But once you're in, you're in. And they do feel like you could be someone who could crack their walls, is what I heard. But they are high, and they are going to need some time to take those walls down. This person would say, I see a lot more than what I let on, and I take in a lot more than what I let on. This person would say, I'm not cunning or sly or anything like that, and I can understand how it may come across that way, but this person wants to protect themselves more than anything. Protection is very, very important for them. They need to feel safe, they need to feel secure, and they need to feel okay to open up. And this person may even be used to being by themselves. This person may be used to living by themselves even, and so it takes them a while to adjust to other people. They're very comfortable in their own energy, and they're so much so that they do tend to close off to people around them at times. And that's something that they're actively wanting to work on, letting other people see the true them, letting people in, and being a little bit more extroverted. I'm getting, as I said before, if you are more that way, this is something that they love about you, and this is something that they admire about you, and also would love to learn how to be more that way based off how they view you and the way that you interact with the world. I'm getting they really respect that, and they really honor how open and how, I'm getting vulnerable you are. How you're able to show up and as your authentic self in every situation, and they think that you're very brave, and they think that you're very free, and they want to learn from you, but it's a process, and it's something that they need to work on. But it's something that they want to work on. This person would say, I am learning a lot from you. And although I may not express it, I want you to know that I appreciate your presence in my life, and I am trying to learn how to open up more and express that to you and meet your needs in that way. This person does have a very good view of you. This person does see you as very liberated. and authentic and true to yourself, and they are trying to learn how to be that way too. This person, I think, would also say that they love watching you dance or sing or create in some kind of way. Because see how she's like banging the drums, she's got the tambourine. And there's lots of imagery of like, you know, that where the person looks like free, they look happy, they look light. They love it when you're in that energy, and they are, I don't know if envious is the right word. They admire the way that you're able to show up in that way, the way that you are so free and so open and playful. And they love watching you when you're in that energy. I'm even seeing like someone belly dancing and performing. So if that's something that you do, they think that when you're in your element, when you are creating, when you are expressing yourself, they really, really admire you, and that's when they think you are your most beautiful. Yeah, so that's what I have for you today. I hope that resonated. If it did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe to me if you haven't already. Please don't forget to also leave a comment if you have a suggestion for next week's video, and you may see it on the poll that I put up. Yeah, have a great week, and I will hopefully see you on Friday for my next reading. Bye. Pile number 3, if you chose this clear quartz bracelet, you're in the right place. Welcome to your reading. Today we are looking at your person's secret confessions. Now, when I first pulled your cards, I saw this Ace of Swords here as like that meme with that lady who has all the math equations around her, and she's like looking really perplexed. I'm getting that this is this person's energy. They always want to know the why behind things. They're very logically inclined. Like, I don't know if that's the right way to put it. They're very logical, and they are like analytically inclined. They always want to figure out why things work out the way that they do. They work off logic very much. They're very much in their head a lot of the time, and they if something doesn't make sense to them, like tangible sense to them, where they can go, okay, this plus this equals this, they find it really hard to understand emotions, I'm getting, and understand fluidity. They prefer structure, they prefer patterns and sequence is what I'm getting. Like, they can follow that easily. That is their forte. They may have a very I just heard smarty pants job. They may be really smart, very intelligent. They may use, is it the right side or the left side of the brain? Whatever side is that, the logical side. I think it's the right. Is it the right? I don't know. Comment below if you know. They use the logical side. You can tell I don't. Of their brain a lot. And so they find it really hard to be in their emotions and understand emotions. And if something isn't right in front of them, and something they can grasp, something they can hold on to, something they can categorize, something they can put into a category, into a box, they don't understand it. They find it really, really hard to understand what their intuition tells them, understand what their emotions try and tell them, and understand what their other side of the brain tries to tell them. So I'm actually getting this person would like to apologize for how they may make you feel at times, because they are so that way. They may make you feel quite misunderstood, and they may make you feel like your intelligence and your way of being is not respected. I'm getting like, this is your energy here, right? I'm getting that you are very fluid. You prefer to be in your emotions, and you prefer to feel situations out and go with the flow. And sometimes you guys may butt heads when it comes to that, because this person wants a plan, and this person wants to execute, and this person wants steps, and you just want to go with the flow, and you just want to see where life takes you. This person wants to apologize for making you feel like your preferred way of being maybe isn't respected or isn't understood. And this person wants to work on how to balance out the differences between you two, and how to work in harmony between your differences. As I said, they want to learn how to level them out and how to make them work for you, and how to work together. I'm getting the feeling of, this person and you may be butting heads because you have very different views on the world, and different ways of thinking, different strengths. This person wants to blend your strengths and weaknesses together to create a balanced life. Because with the 10 of Cups here, and then we have the Hierophant underneath that, this person does want to build with you, they want a commitment with you, and they want long-term with you. But they feel like, you guys may be going through a bit of a slump at the moment. There may be, or maybe it's like the honeymoon phase is worn off or something like that, is what I'm getting. It's like reality setting in. Maybe you guys have just moved in together, or even had like a child or something like that. Something where like realities hit hard, and you have to deal with something in front of you, and you both have very different ways of doing that. So this person would like to humble themselves, is what I'm getting, and bring themselves down and learn how to appreciate your strengths and appreciate what you bring to the table, because I'm getting you're a very nurturing person. You're very calming as well. This person really appreciates how you can bring them down to earth, and when they get too much in their analytical mind or in their logical mind, that you're able to bring them down, calm them down, and ground them. This person would say that they know that they have shown you some unfavorable ways of acting, or have shown you some toxic behavior, and they want to work on that. They want to learn how to balance, as I said, both of your strengths and weaknesses together to be able to work in harmony and as a cohesive unit. This person would say that they, although at times you guys butt heads and clash and see the world in a different lens, they do really appreciate your viewpoint at the end of the day, once they're able to calm down. And because I'm getting like some, like, you guys may have like, you may be quite fiery in your own ways and have exchanged words in the middle of arguments or whatnot that have made you both not feel very good, but they just want to tell you that they don't want to work off impulse. They don't want to fall into the trap of bickering or being against each other. They want to work as a team with you, and they want to learn how to do that and blend, as I said, your strengths and weaknesses together to balance each other out. They don't know how to do that though, but they're trying to learn, and they are willing to learn, is what they would say to you. And yeah, they would apologize for how maybe some of the silly things that they've said, or the ways that they've acted, or the ways that they have maybe insulted your intelligence in the past may have made you feel. They're aware of that, and they want to do better. They love your peaceful nature. I'm getting you are my peace. Yeah. This person really feels grounded and at home with you, and they don't want to lose you. They love you, is what they would say. Yeah, so I hope that gave you some messages that resonated. I hope you were able to get something from this reading. If you were, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you have a suggestion for next week's love reading, please leave it in the comments below, and I may add it to my poll. I will be back on Friday for another reading, and hopefully I will see you there. Bye.